Good evening, and you're listening to Faces for Radio with James Evans,
Miles Poole,
and Alex Stratton-Lake.
We've got an absolutely amazing show lined up for you tonight. You are in luck, listeners.
As usual, all the same features. Don't need to go through them again. Should we go through them again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go through it again. We've got Would I Tell the Truth to You? We've got Alex Gadget. We've got the news. Apparently that's a feature.
Yeah, we got the news, which we've already had, and we've got your news, which is even better. So,
and obviously, Would You Rather? So you've got all that to look forward to in the next hour.
And there's a fantastic prize that you can win tonight.
So what's our prize, James?
Well, to celebrate the 184th birthday of King Miguel I of Portugal, we're giving away a crown, no less.
Ooh, that sounds good. So his birthday's today?
Yeah, today is his birthday.
Were you invited to his party?
Well, he's the late King Miguel I of Portugal, but to commemorate what would have been his 184th birthday, which most people were expecting him to make it to, and sadly he didn't.
Right, so it's a special occasion.
Very
influential
figure in Portuguese monarchical politics.
Yeah?
So
never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. I mean, I hadn't until we searched this date in history and
on Google
just to find something
to celebrate. Yeah.
So many facts are revealed to people through Google. I mean, we would have known so much less without Google, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to read books, and no one wants to do that.
No one wants to do that, do they?
It's a bit dated.
Yeah.
Dated.
There's always a risk of paper cuts. Isn't there?
Yeah. Can't get paper cuts from the internet.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. Should we play a song?
Yeah, I think we'll play our first song.
Yeah. Our first song today is Coldplay, Hurts Like Heaven.
That
was Coldplay, Hurts Like Heaven.
Good song, actually.
Doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean? It doesn't make any sense.
The phrase is hurts like hell.
Yeah.
And that song hurt like hell.
They've twisted it in their own sort of unique Coldplay way, haven't they?
And also, while talking about heaven, they still sound really downbeat.
Yeah.
It's Coldplay. What do you expect?
Yay, we're in heaven. Oh, this is happy.
I didn't choose the song.
It's paradise, but I still feel melancholy.
Paradise is upbeat. It's sort of upbeat with a hint of melancholy.
Yellow, probably one of the brightest colours, but I'm still sad.
That's the point. That's the point. It's a juxtaposition, isn't it?
Clocks.
Is it?
They're quite happy.
How are clocks happy? Clocks are counting down the time till you die.
At 10 past 10, it looks like they're smiling.
Well, is that how you think of clocks?
That's how I think of most things, really. Oh, just another day. Just another
Calendars,
day.
egg timers, all depressing, aren't they?
Absolutely.
In their own way.
I love an egg
Counting
timer.
down the time.
You love an egg timer
until your eggs are done and you die.
Are you lying to me? Would you lie to me? Would you tell the truth to me even? Are you telling the truth to me?
Is that a jingle? Is that an attempt at a jingle?
It's would I tell the truth to you?
I think we can do a better jingle on that.
That was the most awkward attempt to move the conversation topic
onto the feature. Oh, go on then.
Should we go for a jingle?
Yeah. Are you doing it?
I'm feeling the pressure now.
We're
supposed to. You're the one who suggested it.
I know.
Okay, go for it. Do something.
Would I tell the truth to you? Ha 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 ha.
Wow, that was shocking.
That was unexpected.
It sounded like some sort of evil genius out of.
Sounded
cartoon.
like, yeah.
What does that even mean?
Huh?
Let's just do it.
Well, okay.
Who's going for? Let's just do the feature.
As I said to my first girlfriend. Right. Right. Okay. Right. Would I tell the truth to you? It's Alec and Miles telling the truths this week, or the lies, as they may be.
You're not explaining this feature.
No, sorry. Am I supposed to be explaining it?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes I know it's an outside possibility, but we may have a new listener.
That's unlikely, though, isn't it? I mean,
who at the moment doesn't know what's going on.
Okay, well, Miles and Alec are both going to tell an amusing anecdote, and one of them's going to be lying, one of them's going to be telling the truth. I'm then going to ask them a series of interrogative questions and aid you in working out which one of them is being truthful, and you can text in or email in with your answer in order to win that crown. Miles, what's the text number and email address?
Text number?
Yeah.
075 071 87777.
Yep.
And the email address studio@radio.warwick.ac.uk.
Excellent.
Okay, so
fantastic.
Send your answers into that.
Yeah. Who's going to kick us off?
I'll go first.
Yeah.
I think you deserve
2
it
years
after
ago.
that jingle.
Oh, the theme is food this week. We should have somehow brought food up in the conversation and sort of moved into it that way, but we didn't. So
to celebrate the birthday of that
Our show's so
guy.
contrived.
Yeah, to celebrate the birthday of King Miguel I of Portugal,
who's
who was
famous for eating food.
big fan of eating food. We've got a food-themed Would I Tell the Truth to You this week. So, Miles, what's your story?
A few years ago, me and my friend stayed up... I think it was the whole night, just eating
Rebels.
packets after packets of Weetabix.
Weetabix, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alec?
Oh, right. I see. That was the end of your story.
Yeah, I'm leaving more room for questions.
Okay,
right.
All right. I'll make my story as brief then. For the last 3 weeks of term, the end of my second year of university, I only ate people's leftovers.
Right.
For substance.
Okay. First question to Miles.
Yeah.
Why?
A good reason, actually.
Yeah?
We did
Is
have
it?
a motive, yeah. There was a deal on, like an offer on Weetabix.
Right.
And
that's not a good enough reason in itself, so...
And they gave away, like, tokens on the boxes.
Okay.
And if you collect enough tokens, you can send them off, and you get free Top Trumps cards. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I remember Top Trumps.
So basically, we were getting through eating the Weetabix, so my mum would be like, "Oh, we've run out of Weetabix. Let's buy some more. Let's get more tokens, more Top Trumps. Everyone's a winner."
Okay, just a follow-up question on that.
Yeah.
You say your mum was going, "Oh, we've run out of Weetabix." Assuming that she wasn't doing this at midnight and then 2 a.m. and then 4 a.m. going, "Oh no, more Weetabix is needed."
No, I told my mum that I wanted to collect these, so she bought a few packs of Weetabix.
Yeah.
And
you purchased a few additionally.
We've
yourself.
purchased a few more than we normally would.
Oh.
Like, we had a few multi-packs.
Yeah.
And we're just eating them just so that my mum would be like the next day, obviously not that night, the next day she'd be like, "Oh, we're out of Weetabix. Oh, let's get some more."
Okay.
That's basically
interesting.
The background.
Interesting. Alex Stratton-Lake.
Yes, James Evans.
You were eating leftovers.
Was indeed.
Why?
I'd completely run out of money.
Okay, that's not
To put it bluntly.
unbelievable. I suppose follow-up question to that would be, what did you spend all your money on?
I think ironically it was food.
Okay.
I struggle to kind of
Budget?
Yeah. And get with the student lifestyle of just eating like beans on toast.
Yeah. Do you have instead a sort of
smoked salmon.
Smoked salmon, okay.
Exactly.
Lobster en croûte.
Yes.
Sounds nice. I suppose I'm also quite intrigued to know as to whether the people's leftovers you were enjoying knew that you were having their leftovers. Or were you sneaking
getting them out of the bin
covertly? Yeah, were you either getting them out of the bin or...
Were you suggesting that like while they were eating, I would just say, "Hey, look over there," and then just kind of like...
No.
Finders keepers.
What I mean is, they put their plate down, go out the room. Would you then tuck in, or would you say, "Oh, do you mind if I just,
Well, my favourite tactic was kind of while everyone was in the kitchen cooking.
Yeah.
was kind of just sort of stand there, put my puppy dog face on, until people took pity on me.
And gave you leftover food?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't dignified. I'm not saying that. It wasn't dignified.
Well, it's more dignified than going through the bin, I'd suggest.
Yeah.
Well, when times were tough.
Oh, so you did that as well?
Well, I mean, if like someone...
Packaged goods?
Yeah, of course. If I saw someone just throw away like half a bag of crisps, then...
Does that happen often in your house? Oh, I'm bored of these crisps. I'm going to try some prawn cocktail now.
His whole house lived rather decadently, which is why they have money worries.
All right.
Right. Miles, I suppose a question I'd have for you is why not just buy Top Trump's cards? I mean, this is quite an expensive way of going about it.
Top Trumps, sorry. We're getting quite expensive.
We're getting that expensive.
For my age, they were. They were like £6.
And Weetabix was subsidised by the family.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
And you get free Weetabix.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, I'd
Basically.
love to know what the viewers think. The viewers? Listeners.
Unless
Well,
you're
they can
looking
view us on the webcam.
on the webcams, yeah.
Okay.
Placed around the
Viewers,
studio.
listeners, whatever.
If you voyeurs would like to get involved, actually, okay, no. If you, the listeners, would like to get involved, then you can text in on
075 071 87777
or email in
studio@radio.warwick.ac.uk with any questions or answers.
Yeah. Did Miles stay up all night eating Weetabix? How many do you think you consumed overall?
At least one of those big, the big packets.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Each.
72.
Wow.
Maybe not each. I don't know. I was quite small at the time, so everything seems a lot
yeah.
bigger.
Or do you think Alec helped himself to his friends' leftovers because he ran out of money? Seems plausible.
Yeah.
Right. Well, whilst they're getting their heads together and formulating some sort of response to that feature, shall we have a song?
Yeah. This is Stereophonics in a Moment. That was Stereophonics in a Moment.
They're back on form, aren't they?
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what happened to them?
Haven't heard anything from them for ages.
Yeah.
I like that though.
Yeah, that was alright.
Yeah, good stuff.
Perhaps we can start a revolution where we can
Bring back
bring back
Stereophonics.
Stereophonics.
Who have already come back
Nah,
with that song.
that's just sort of like a trying to, but we'll give them a hand.
I think if they wanted to come back, it's not a question of whether or not they'd be able to. It's if they want to.
Are you suggesting that bands just choose whether to be successful?
Stereophonics were massively successful, though, weren't they? I mean, that's so. It's like saying, I hear the Beatles are coming back, but I don't think anyone will give them a chance. Actually, they wouldn't now because all the good members. Anyway, no. Anyway,
what we've got
what
now,
are we doing?
We've got Alex Gadget.
Oh yeah.
Damn right we do. Alex Gadget.
Love that jingle. Brilliant.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Best part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty sure you said that last week.
Did
But at least
I?
you're consistent.
I do tend to repeat myself week on week. I think we should
Good song.
get a montage of me saying good song, or best part of the show. Yeah. What's your gadget, Al?
All right. Well, my thinking behind this gadget is I don't like my height. Okay.
Right.
I'm 5'10", which means that all the guys of my age, they're all taller than me. So I'm always like looking up at people, and I feel that makes things awkward.
Okay.
And all the girls are a lot shorter than me, so I always have to look down. I feel that makes things awkward as well. 'Cause, you're supposed to maintain eye contact. When trying to make a conversation. It's difficult. It's difficult when you're not on the same height as anyone.
Yeah, definitely.
So, got a gadget
Mm-hmm.
where shoes you put on.
Yeah.
And you can customize the shoes to make them look however you want.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they make you the exact height of the person you're talking to.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. How would they work?
Well, I was thinking, it's pretty easy for someone who's taller than you. It's just like a platform, which is kind of like a lift.
Okay, like a motorized platform that carries your entire weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It would be a bit more difficult for people who are shorter than you.
Yeah.
But I was thinking maybe if the shoes had like a digging mechanism in them, and so it dug down into the ground directly beneath your feet, so that you kind of lowered until you could have eye contact with anyone who was shorter than you.
That sounds like it would work. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Or more realistically, I suppose they could just give you an electric shock until you fell onto your knees. And if you're still taller than them whilst you're on your knees. They just keep shocking you until you're
Lying
writhing
down.
on the ground in pain. Yeah.
See, this is why it's not Ev's gadget. James' gadget, sorry. That's just cruel.
Wow.
One thing, it'd probably be easier if everyone wore these shoes. If they became so successful, everyone wore them, then you wouldn't have to go down. Everyone would just go up to the height of the tallest person in the world.
Yeah, but then would the gadget lose its novelty? You know, if you're only going up, would you get bored of it?
That's true.
You know, when you can go up or down, it provides an extra dimension.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that
Got
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah.
It also gives you a reason to, I don't know, replace the carpet you didn't like because you dug through it.
I mean, this is going to have to go through tarmac and all other sorts of hardened material.
I'm not saying the technology's out there right now.
Oh no!
Okay.
So you're saying next 5-10 years? You
yeah,
reckon?
next 5 to 10 years
You can
with a lot
dig right down
of,
through
a lot of
various
research
surfaces.
and development into
Yeah.
small mining.
Makes sense.
No.
One thing, what happens if you're in a group of people
Yeah.
and you're the only one with these shoes on?
Yeah.
Whose height?
Wait, it's going to be going up and
Is
down.
it
Whoever
gonna be
you're talking
whoever you're
to.
talking to,
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever you're talking to, so whoever you're looking at,
What if you're announcing something to an audience?
you can't do that.
No.
This is for people.
Does it
who,
stop you?
Well, surely
Sorry,
you want to
you can't
tower.
do that.
You want to tower over them, don't you?
Yeah, that's true. Just
Yeah.
lift you up.
Mm.
All the
Well, I
way.
was thinking, I mean, these shoes are for someone who finds it, like social situations, so awkward that if they can't maintain eye contact, you know, it's really bad for them. So they have to go out and buy these shoes.
Okay.
And if you're that kind of a person, are you going to be announcing something to a group?
Very true. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you've announced things, and you clearly lack any sort of self-confidence.
Yeah, but
I mean, I didn't know that the issues were this bad. I mean, you're only slightly shorter than me, so I'm quite.
It's the dream of the shoe which keeps me going.
Okay, right. Okay, making that a reality.
Another issue.
Oh,
Sorry to pick holes in this. What if you're on a second or a first floor of a building and you dig down through the ground and end up on the floor below?
You'd have to be like talking to someone really, really short.
You
for
might
that
be,
to
though.
happen, though.
you might.
What
be.
if the floors are really thin? What if you're in a tree house?
Not the use in tree houses.
Yeah, it would have to come with like a long warning manual of situations where you really shouldn't
Can't
wear
use
them.
it on submarines.
Really,
Yeah.
it would probably be better to come with a manual of situations where you could use them. Because
suppose that'd
they
be a
would
shorter
that,
list,
that
wouldn't it?
rare. Yeah, exactly.
When you're stood on grass or polystyrene.
Oh dear. Well, I quite
It's a
like
good
it.
idea.
I quite like it. Yeah, yeah.
Got a few floors, but leave that to the people who are making it.
It'll
I
go.
think-
It'll go through a few floors.
Hey.
Good one. James's joke of the week.
And on that pun, do we have any texts or emails?
Oh, I'll say yes, we do actually.
Okay, right.
Let me
Hurrah.
have a little read of these.
Okay, well, me and Alec will like whistle or
just-
something
just talk.
whilst you're having a read through.
Can you whistle, James?
No, not really. So radio banter. We'll have some banter. God, I went to Subway the other day.
Oh yeah.
Absolute nightmare. Don't see how it's become so popular. Don't see how it's become so popular.
You don't like Subway?
It's not that I don't like it. It's just not got that Moorishness of other fast food restaurants.
Yeah, I find that, but I find that because I've eaten so much of a Subway.
So much.
That, I mean, it would be ridiculous if I wanted more. I mean, it's a foot-long sandwich.
But it doesn't make me want to come back for more. And I made a mess of myself and had to stop on my way up the parade in a Weatherspoons to wipe myself down because I got sauce
That is
all
true.
over
I mean,
myself.
when you're given the option of having all the vegetables, all the sauces, you're going to have everything, aren't you? It's value
Well,
for
yeah,
money.
exactly. It's going to come out all over my new coat. So, anyway, Miles,
You've got to be careful with how you phrase that. Okay, Miles.
Well, I wasn't listening to that. Was that good? Good radio?
That was great radio.
That was great. I mean, I wanted to talk about whistling a
That
bit
was
more, but
first
James
class
had to bring up Subway.
radio.
Yeah, it was fine.
I just wanted to get that out of my system, and no one's listening, so it doesn't really matter, does
Right,
it?
I've gone through all the texts and got rid of all the swear words, of which there were none.
Okay, well, good job then, Miles.
Yeah,
Thank you. Working hard.
that's why it took you so long.
Yeah. Right, 3 messages. Laura says, I think both are really likely this week. Miles really likes Weetabix, and I could see anyone having to live off leftovers by the end of the year, even just out of laziness. I'll say
Okay.
Miles is telling the truth, though.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So Laura thinks Miles is our Weetabix eater.
Yeah. This message from Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a certain frame of mind to eat from a bin. I doubt Alec would be capable of that, so Miles must be the truthful Weetabix gobbler.
Well, he hasn't been the first one to underestimate me.
Overestimate you. Surely.
Underestimate.
No,
I'd say underestimate.
Is that
I'd say
strength
from
eating out of a bin?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So just strength of resolve.
So it's 2 votes to Miles
2 votes
at
for
the
me at the
moment.
minute. A third message from Poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Having witnessed his capacity to eat Weetabix and his enthusiasm for such ridiculous things as top trumps, I'm going to say Miles is telling the truth.
Oh,
I'm not happy here.
It's a whitewash, Alec. No one believes you.
All right, well, shall I just give a reason why people shouldn't believe Miles?
Go on then.
Because I don't think there's a need or for the excuse that you were getting top trumps to feast on Weetabix throughout the entire night. You know, if you're such a fan, surely you just do that anyway. I think it's just a needless addition to try and make your story sound a bit more plausible.
That is true. Maybe I'm telling a lie.
I don't know why you've gone with top trumps. I mean, they've probably given away better things than that in the past, haven't they?
So was it just one top trump?
No, it was loads. There was
okay.
like sharks, aeroplanes, cars, dinosaurs.
How many?
All sorts.
How many packs did you claim from it?
Probably like 100.
100 packs. Oh, okay, that's plausible. Right. Should we have a song?
I think it was 1 million. Let's go for a song.
Yeah.
We've got Twin Atlantic, Edit Me.
Edit who?
Good song. Good song.
Oi! Don't steal my line. That was Plug-in Baby by Muse.
Yeah, it was a good song. Yeah, very good.
Positions.
Yeah, we swapped roles, didn't
Yeah. I think we should do that more.
we? Okay.
Are you two going to do the Would You Rather jingle?
No.
No,
God, no.
That's playing with fire, Miles.
Absolutely not. Well,
Don't.
before we do that, we got texts in.
If it's
haven't we?
broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Wait,
What?
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's the one.
This is a message from a concerned listener.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried. I feel that I have been robbed without having Miles' music during his news report, and you shall receive a letter from my lawyer shortly to commence legal proceedings.
Damn. I thought we'd have soothed listeners' concerns by adding in the freebie with the weather report, but evidently
Free
not.
content, the free weather report.
Yeah, exactly. We're not charging you for this stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could we be sued for that? I'm worried now.
Are you really?
No.
Okay. I'm going to give a shout out to Dave, who is cycling, weathering the elements and listening to this show. So, hello to Dave.
Hello, Dave.
How's he weathering the elements by listening to this show?
He's cycling. He's not weathering them by listening to the show. He's weathering the elements whilst.
Oh,
listening to the
right.
show.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I'm with it now.
Did you assume he was making his way across some challenging environment in order to get to a radio and listen to this show?
Maybe. I'm sure some listeners would be willing to do that.
No one has that dedication, not even my own dad.
There we go. So shout out to Dave.
Yeah. He told me what road he's going to be on, but I mean, no one's interested in that, and I've forgotten it. So,
All right. Right.
okay, what have we got?
We got our flagship feature. That's what we've got.
A Would You Rather.
Oh yeah, of course. Hit me with the jingle, guys.
Would you?
Would you?
What?
No.
Do you start it?
What?
Huh?
What?
I'm confused now.
Do it again.
Who starts this?
You do.
Do I? Would you?
Would you?
Would you?
Rather? See how easy it is to throw Miles off guard.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
I've been put off now.
It's not fair though, because he's on the desk as well. He's got to do all the
I've got so
technical
many
stuff.
things
He's got
to do.
texts coming in.
I've got things to slide back and forth.
He has to deal
and
with one
buttons to
text
press.
every, half an hour?
Hey, we've had 4 today. That's one text every 15 minutes. So that's twice as much work as you've given him credit for.
How do you cope, Miles? How do you cope?
I really don't.
Oh, well, there we go then.
He's got to queue up the songs. He's got to make sure we're speaking at the right volume. You know, he's got a tough job. Let's cut him some slack.
You're only saying this because you basically went into meltdown when you had to go
Yeah,
on the desk.
pretty much. Well, I almost went into meltdown
Earlier
when I
today,
thought you guys
when you
weren't
thought you
showing
weren't
up and
turning
I
up,
was
yeah.
going to have to do everything on my own. What you probably would have found is just a lot of radio silence and me sitting in the studio talking about Subway to myself. Right, it's the Would You Rather. We got off topic, didn't we?
Would you rather? Today's Would You Rather. Would you rather be made of paper
Yeah.
or chocolate?
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting. It's a no-brainer for me.
Oh yeah, go on.
Chocolate.
Why?
Yeah.
Hunger. Just get hungry a lot. Just
You'd eat yourself.
bite yourself off. Do you regenerate?
I suppose.
Yeah, you
could,
regenerate.
yeah.
So
Yeah. Slowly.
have a hand.
Like if you eat a leg, you won't be able to walk for the next few weeks.
Weeks.
Yeah, they will
Really?
regenerate, but after quite a while.
Oh.
But then it would take quite a while to get through a chocolate leg.
I suppose it would.
Also, it'd be really difficult to eat your thigh, wouldn't it? Because it's quite far away from your mouth. You'd
could
have
probably
to be
snap
very
it off.
Rip
flexible.
off a chunk, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'd be very fragile then, wouldn't you? If you're the.
Yeah, you just sort of crumb your Cadbury's flake chocolate. Sort of a bus ride leaves you in ruins.
Well, on that note, I'm picking the paper then.
Yeah?
If I can be destroyed by a simple bus journey.
Um,
Bus journeys are bad enough without the constant risk of falling apart
Or melting.
or melting. Yeah.
But then if you're made of paper, are you 2D or are you like crushed up balls of paper?
I think you're
do you know
3D.
Yeah, I mean, like, think of your origami goose.
That we gave away last week to eat.
I'd be like an origami goose. But
Okay.
human.
Yeah. Not like one of those
description.
little men you cut out of a piece of paper
Oh,
while
no,
they're holding
no.
hands.
No.
Those things. No, that'd be awful.
That would be awful.
Wind would blow you over.
Yeah.
But I suppose even a 3D paper person wouldn't be particularly heavy.
No, that's
would
true.
they?
No.
There's only so heavy paper can get.
You could wear heavy clothes, I suppose.
Yeah.
Miles, what about you?
Um,
You got the deciding vote here on what
I
we're all
think-
going to turn into.
I think probably paper.
Yeah.
Because chocolate would be a bit too tempting.
It would, wouldn't it?
Now, I used to bite my fingernails. But if I was made of chocolate, I'd just bite my fingers.
Yeah.
Just, ow, nom. Can't do my homework, don't have fingers.
That would be a great excuse, though, wouldn't it? You go, I'm sorry, sir, but my hand's gone. I can't do the homework.
I got hungry while I was doing my work, and now I don't have a hand.
Yeah.
So that's always.
But I'll have it back next week, so you don't need to make any provisions. So don't worry about that. I just ate it.
Also, if you were made of chocolate, there's always the risk of other people eating you,
Yeah, that's true.
which would be really disconcerting, wouldn't it? If you were just, mind your own business and someone started nibbling your arm.
Well, not just people as well, sort of wild animals.
Animals would come.
Do animals
yeah.
eat chocolate?
Dogs love it. Don't
Dogs
they?
do love it, even though
Dog-
it's like that's like a person loving cyanide.
yeah, it is quite.
Oh, is it
poisonous.
bad for them?
It's very
Yeah.
poisonous.
Ah,
But yeah, they go crazy for it.
Yeah, I love it. My dog is a huge fan.
I don't like dogs.
Feeding bit by the bar. I mean, he's loving it. Any day now,
It'll be out the way.
yeah. And I can have my room back.
Sorry, has your dog taken your bedroom?
It's basically taking my place in the family. So, yeah. Not,
Is that why you went to university? Your parents went, "I'm sorry, James, but
no,
it's
it
not going to
wasn't.
be room in your
It
house
wasn't that the
anymore,
dog. No,
you're getting a dog.
the dog took my place once I got to university.
Oh, okay.
So, we got Miles has given me a look. We got text,
we've got another
yeah.
text. This levels it up actually.
Oh, yeah.
Laura says, "I love chocolate. Chocolate." That levels
That is
up
a
the
completely
playing.
valid point.
So she's with me.
Yeah, that
I don't know
levels
how
up the
to-
playing field.
Love it.
Maybe chocolate coated paper.
Mm.
Maybe that's a solution.
Maybe that's the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Then you couldn't eat too much, or you'll just get a bit of paper stuck in your teeth.
Would
which
you
is
get paper
always
cuts
horrible.
from it
don't
in
know.
your mouth? That'd be
Yeah.
painful, isn't
That'd be
it?
horrible.
Actually, I knew someone in school who ate paper.
Yeah.
So-
Who was that?
That'd
Can we
be-
name them, or is that libelous? Tell me after. Okay.
That would be like the best for them then, being made of both chocolate and paper.
It would, wouldn't it? But then, like I said, I mean, it's just too tempting.
Yeah.
What happens if you eat all of you?
Do you grow back out of nothingness?
Do you disappear or do you become twice as big?
Oh, that's a good
question.
point. Do you get
Oh,
fatter
yeah.
the more you eat of yourself?
Yeah.
It's like a
Difficult.
philosophical paradox, isn't it?
And then
If I were made of chocolate and ate all of myself, would I be twice the size, or would there be none of me?
I mean, I think it was something that Plato was definitely thinking about.
What happens if you eat your teeth as well? Then
Yeah,
you
then
couldn't
you
eat-
can't continue
yeah.
to eat. Well, they'd be the thing you ate last, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I
You'd get
suppose
someone
so,
to mush
yeah.
them up and feed them to whatever
And
was
feed them
remaining.
to what's left of you.
The,
Yeah.
the puddle on the floor of digestive.
Another. Oh, we've got the
Chemicals.
phantom emailer again.
The phantom email.
This one's apparently from me again.
Oh,
This is from
Ooh.
or someone else called Miles.
Mm.
No one else is called Miles.
Could be someone else called Miles.
It's a ridiculous name.
From
There
the
can only be
millions-
one person called Miles.
From the millions of people tuning in, one of them could be called Miles.
I doubt it.
Okay. Anyway,
It's-
what have you said?
Apparently, I or another Miles has said, however, if you were made of paper, then you could fly.
Well, you'd sort of be.
You could be flown
float.
away. I don't know if you could fly.
You'd be flown.
You could fold yourself
You'd be-
up into like
You'd glide, wouldn't you?
into an airplane and get someone to throw you.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have much control over your flight, would you?
No.
I'm just wondering, we're talking about like scrampling ourselves up, eating ourselves. Would any of this be painful?
No, it'd be fine.
Nah.
The
You don't have nerves in
benefit
chocolate.
would be worth the pain. I'd say. Bit of chocolate, arm off, done deal.
Yeah.
All right. I think on that note, we've got to wrap up, haven't we?
I think we probably should.
Yeah, we should pick a winner, shouldn't we?
Poppy?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
we
was picked.
can't choose winners like this.
And the person that was telling the truth was, of course,
was
Miles.
me. I did eat loads of Weetabix.
Yeah.
In order to get top trump.
So well done, Poppy. You've won a crown.
Yeah.
I believe Poppy is our French listener, isn't she? Or she is a listener in France. She's not actually French herself. So we'll get that sent over to you ASAP. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
Sorry. No, we will get that sent over to you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to believe anymore.
Okay.
It's just France is a long way. It's the end of the show.
It is the end of the show. This has been Faces for Radio. I've been James Evans.
Miles Poole.
I'm still at Stratton-Lake.
Like us on Facebook, YouTube, whatever, if you haven't already.
No, don't like us on whatever. Like us on Facebook.
Or
That's the only
whatever.
thing you can. That's the only thing you can like us on.
The TV, a wall.
Yeah.
We're not fussy.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll
Tune in again next week.
We'll
5
be back
PM on
next
Wednesday.
week, 5 p.m. Wednesday. Have a good week.
This is Black Keys, Lonely Boy.